a Stories from the Top interview of Ed Evarts. He is the CEO of Excellius Leadership Development. He's written a number of books, and he is has a podcast series called Be Brave at Work. It's on November 10th on the Stories from the Top podcast. Check it out. But what I'd like to talk about here is I was asking him, how did he become an entrepreneur? What did he see as the most common challenges of becoming an entrepreneur? Because I know many people out there are looking to do that. Number one, he said it was around revenue. Cash is king. And what you know, can you really generate revenue from what you know? Is it something that people want? Is it something that people will pay? He also talked about cash flow. And yeah, this is an important thing when you're an entrepreneur is, yeah, you get paid, but you invoice your client, but it could take 90, 120 months before you get your cash. I was actually on a call yesterday with one of my key clients on an invoice that hasn't been paid since 2019. Yes, cash flow is an issue. The number two challenge that he brought up was around being self-employed. You now have to do everything, especially in the beginning. When you come from being an executive, you got everybody doing your work for you. But then once you become an entrepreneur, you're on your own. And so you have to do a bunch of administrative work. You got to do phone calls. You got to do scheduling, things that you probably really never had to do when you were an executive. The third challenge he faced is around marketing. And yes, marketing is key. And an important part about it is business development. So you've got to network like crazy. And it's not something that you can kind of do on a Monday and then maybe a Friday. You actually have to build this discipline to network every single day. Make that extra call, contact few new people, constantly working on your social media or whatever it is, but you have to build this discipline because you might think that, okay, I've got great knowledge and I know these 10 people that would be willing to pay. Well, probably all those 10, maybe one might pay, maybe even zero. You've got to play, against the law of averages, is that you have to contact 100 people. Maybe of those 100 people, 10 might be interested, 20 might be interested, but maybe it turns into one contract. So because of that, you have to continually fill the sales funnel. This is, I agree, one of the top 3 challenges of becoming an entrepreneur. But it's a wonderful thing. So if this is something that you want to do, go for it.